What did they call that hat last
The
time?
Marvin Gaye hat. What's going on? Shut up.
Now I can't unsee it.
We back. This feel like the old days. Hitter, you remember the old days? Hitter, remember the old days. They didn't think I was gonna be able to do this, but they don't know I'll do this shit for real, for real. So what's up, Doctor?
Stop calling me a doctor.
Doctor and philanthropist Haywood. How
not
are
a
you?
doctor or an. What did you call
A
me?
philanthropist.
That's not the
You
word.
donate money to a lot of people.
Okay, I don't. I don't. But
You're
how
a philanthropist.
You doing? That's
What's
not
up?
the word.
That philanthropist is the word.
Okay, I'm
Thank you.
confusing it with a different word.
Don't do that to me.
Don't disrespect
I ain't that dumb.
me. Okay.
What's going on though?
Nothing. Happy Wednesday.
Happy hump day to you too.
I said Wednesday.
Why do they call it hump day?
Because it's the middle of the week, the hump.
I thought it was a day for fucking.
So once you make it, what?
A day for fucking.
Well, I think you can just do that any day. I don't think you have to wait till hump day for
I
that.
thought Wednesday was like a special day of the week to fuck.
No,
That's why they
it's
call it
just
hump day.
like the hump in the week. Like once you make it through Wednesday, your week is like almost over. It's the middle.
True.
Duh. 5 days, the middle.
So how's work? How's everything? Everything cool?
Work is stressful, but you know, day in the life of a social worker. How's work for you, Mister? Everyone thinks I don't work.
It's great. I've been running across a lot of problems I can't fix. So that's
share.
tough. Huh? No.
Like work problems?
Yeah, work
Look,
problems.
I'm putting my therapist hat on. Tell me
problems.
about it. How does that make you feel? No.
It's cool. No, but that's a part of the job. You can't fix it. You gotta call the front office and they'll help you.
That doesn't
everything
work
cool.
in my job. If I can't make it
yeah,
work,
you gotta
I gotta
fix
find
everybody's
how to make it
problems.
work.
You gotta fix everybody's problem.
Yeah, sometimes.
So as y'all can see, we're light today.
Yep, we're short 2 people.
2 fuckheads are not here.
I'm talking about my cousin like that.
He's a
Talk
fuckhead.
about Bradley all you want. No, I'm kidding.
Both of them. No, they ain't here. They had to work today. So me and Kamille gonna thug it out.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
We gonna do it. What you want to talk about? Where are we?
You tell me.
We going off you.
Why?
All right, I want to talk about what you was talking about yesterday.
Okay. Oh,
let's do that.
My that wasn't yesterday. It was
Or the
Monday.
day, yeah, Monday.
My mental health Mondays that I do on Instagram every Monday, trying to be consistent. So I talked about the difference between expectations and standards. I find a lot of times when I'm talking to clients in session and we're talking about relationships and like things they deserve and put up with, they tend to mix up the difference. So like, what do you think the difference is between an expectation or a standard? Or do you think it's the same thing?
Expectations and standards. That's tough.
Yeah.
Well, the standard is, man, that's a tough ass question. How can I break this down? I feel like a standard is like the status quo, like typical, but expectations exceed that. So let's just say the standard is for me to be here at 8:30. But you may have expectations for me to be here at 8:15.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I can see. Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Right.
Okay.
That's what they couldn't.
That's what it means to you.
Yeah. To me.
Okay. I can see that. So the way I was describing, and that's not, I don't think there's a wrong like definition. I think it's different for each person. But I think when it comes to like relationships, the difference is like, we tend to make like unspoken, we tend to have expectations of people. Like maybe I expect you to call me every day, or I expect you to care about how my day went. And then when people don't meet those expectations, we're crushed, we're disappointed. Expectations usually lead to disappointment when you have expectations on other people because you can't control someone else.
So what would be the standard of somebody
So
checking
a
up
standard is more of like a standard that you set for yourself that you can put on someone else, but it would be more like, okay, maybe as a standard, if you say, I'm trying to think of a good one. A standard maybe, okay, as a friend, in order to be my friend, I need someone, you have to be a loyal person. That is a standard for me. I cannot be friends with someone who is not loyal. But I'm not placing an expectation on someone. That's just my standard. In order to be my friend, you have to be a loyal person. So that's up to me to choose the right people.
But so wouldn't that all coincide together?
Kind of, but not really. A lot of times expectations are things that we just expect people to do. and you can't expect anybody to do anything. Right. I mean, in my mind, I think when you go into situations, and I'm more so talking about like relationships, I think there's a difference, but when you go into anything, I just feel like you shouldn't have expectations, because that's where you get disappointed. Like,
I've been stopped doing that.
But a lot of people will still have expectations where they'll say like, oh, well, he needs to do this and he needs to do that. But that's not you're expecting someone to do that. That's your standard. Like, I don't want someone to talk to me this way or talk to me that way. Those are my standards. My standards are here. And if you can't meet the standard, then we don't need to be involved. But I don't have an expectation for you. I don't expect you to meet the standard. Okay. You see what I'm saying?
I feel it.
It doesn't make sense?
It makes sense.
Okay. Sometimes I feel like I'm talking.
Yeah, I've been stopped doing expectations. I don't expect shit from nobody.
I don't think you should.
The only thing I expect is a paycheck every other 2 weeks.
I know that's damn right.
That's it.
Especially if
I don't put when you, like you said, you put faith in people, you disappoint yourself.
Exactly.
A lot.
And I'm not saying that you shouldn't trust people. I think when you get to I think in relationships, once you get to a certain point, you develop expectations because you're used to that person doing certain things. But in the beginning, I just don't think you should have expectations for anybody.
No.
I don't expect anything from anybody. If you do it, cool. If you don't, all right, well, I'm taking note.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I let go of expectations a long time ago. That's tough.
Yeah.
Because it's like you putting pressure on people to. Only thing you can really expect is for people to be who they are.
Exactly.
That's it. And once they show you who they are, it's up for you to continue to rock with them or not.
Exactly. Because
once they show you, it's like, all right, there it goes. That they showed you who they are in a particular situation. So if you rock with them after that and keep disappointing yourself, you're the dumb one.
Exactly. Well,
you're the dumb one.
But I think, why do they have to be dumb?
Because you keep making the same mistake.
Well, I do get that. That's the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing, expecting different results. But I do think that you're right. I think that people put a lot into someone else and expecting someone else to do something. Right. Instead of I call it peeping and acting accordingly. Like, I'm a peep and I'm gonna act accordingly. Like, I see how you acted. I saw what the response was. I peep, and now I'm gonna act accordingly. Do I want to deal with it? Do I want to pick and choose how I deal with you?
Like, how many chances do you give a person after they let you down?
Question. It depends. It depends on the letdown. It depends on how big the letdown is. Like, it depends on how big the letdown is. It depends on my relationship with that person, my understanding of that person. I think I'm almost too understanding to a fault. So I'm probably not the right person to ask that question, because I wouldn't say I give people too many chances, because actually there are times when I give no chances. But
that means you don't like them like that if you don't give them
true.
chances.
But I do think I'm too understanding sometimes. Like, I tend to always put myself in somebody else's shoes to understand why they did something. And even if I don't agree with it, I'm like, well, I wouldn't do that, but I understand that you think that way, and so I see why you did that.
Would you say you have a problem with letting go?
No. You can make that face, but I promise you I don't.
You don't got a problem letting go of old situations?
No. No. Now, we did just say, and I agree, it depends on like the way you feel about somebody and how, like, you know, your relationship, how deep something is with somebody. Mm-hmm. So I think that definitely plays a part. But when it depends. Like, you talk about somebody that, like, I'm deeply invested with, or you talking about somebody that's just like, it depends.
Anybody. I'm talking about somebody you deeply invested in.
It depends on what happened. Like, if it's because things are just, it's so situational, it doesn't make no sense. Yeah. Like, if you did something super crazy, or I feel like you crossed the line, or I feel like you did something that I personally cannot, like, I just can't get with, no matter how much I might like you, right, then no, I don't have a problem with that. But if it's something that I feel like, well, maybe it's just a misunderstanding, or I wouldn't have done that, but I know you think that way, so I see why. Maybe we could talk about it.
I had that problem.
What problem?
Holding on too long. I probably still got that problem. I have mommy issues.
I only laugh because you laugh. Why do you say you have mommy issues?
I do. Not no more, but I've had them in the past. I hold on to relationships too long.
That's interesting.
I'm a big fan of history. And I don't like wasting time. I don't like wasting money. So I feel like if I invested my time, my money in you, welcome to Duff Row. We in this shit. I'm for real. Like, that's just me. But what I'm learning is, sometimes no matter how much you love a person, some relationships don't serve you no more. Like,
that is true.
I think
that's why I don't have a hard, depending on the situation. Well, no, really, genuinely, if I feel like a situation doesn't serve me anymore, I have no problem walking away.
A lot of women don't understand that. They think that, and I understand that men are supposed to cater to women and we supposed to be the providers and all of that, but they have to understand as well that you have to bring something to the table too.
I agree.
It just can't be a take, a give, me giving and you taking and I'm not receiving anything. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually I'm running on an empty tank because I'm not getting anything I want.
That is true. And I agree with that. And I think that then this is where some women might not agree with me. And that's fine because we all have our own opinions. But even when you say like, because I agree, I do think men, well, my definition of a man in a relationship for me, yes, being a support system, being a support, somewhat a provider, whatever. But I do think that in a relationship, you should both be the prize. Like, I understand as a woman, you're the prize. Generally, you are. I have no problem with that. But I do think, why would a woman want to be with a man that's not a prize? Like, you're supposed to be the prize to me, too. I'm not the only prize here. So I do feel like when it comes to a relationship, it should go both ways. Like, if a man is putting in and showing you, like, I want you, even if you're just in the talking stage, like, okay, you probably expecting him to text you first, initiate dates, and I'm cool with all of that because I agree to a certain extent, like, you need to show that you're interested, you need to court me.
Right.
But I do feel like I could understand from a man's perspective, like, I don't want to be doing everything and initiating everything to where I feel like now maybe I'm bothering you, or where I feel like you really don't want to mess with me like that, but because I'm steady bothering you or you want a free meal or whatever. So I do think that men want to feel wanted too.
That's sassy though. Men
maybe I shouldn't have worded it like that. Not wanted, but don't you want? We can't
want to feel wanted.
Okay, maybe not wanted.
That is sassy.
You want reciprocation.
That's sassy too.
How is that?
We just got to go out there.
How is that sassy?
And grind it out.
I didn't say you want the girl to get the same shit exactly what you give it, but don't you want to know that the girl you want you?
No.
You don't want to.
I just want to work hard and
you don't want to know
bring home the bacon.
Shut up, fool. Get on my damn nerves.
Nah, I mean, yeah, of course. I think all men want reciprocate. I mean, it's tough.
Every human wants
what a lot of women don't understand is it's hard out here for men, just being in this world, in this country.
I'd love to hear it, because I think it's harder for women, but...
No, I mean, it is hard for women, but y'all in position to get money too now. It ain't like the 50s and the 60s no more. Y'all getting money. You know what I'm saying?
So how does that make it hard for you?
I honestly...
Or for men, sorry.
Because, like, it's tough.
Oh, because it's not as easy to flash money and get a woman of value like it used to be?
I think women are valuing men for the wrong things. A lot of women are chasing the 10%. I said this plenty of times, but a lot of women is chasing the 10% man. The guy that's making over 100,000, a millionaire, whatever, like that. Everybody chasing that, and it's just like everybody can't have that.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Well, and I understand that women, y'all can want what y'all want, but let's be realistic.
I agree.
A lot of women at our age, in our 30s, they want the final product. They don't want to work with they don't want to get with a guy and watch him grow to be that millionaire or watch him grow from 70,000 to make it 250,000. They want the 250 right now. I want to see that shit now.
And I do think there are some women out there like that, but then I'm trying to put myself,
You're right, there are some.
I hear what you're saying though. But I also feel like there are some women maybe who have a history, who have been with the one that they were trying to help figure it out and work it out. And then maybe once that person got where he wanted to be, he was out of there. They got tired of trying to put into somebody.
Why punish the next guy for that?
No, I agree with you, but I do think that also people who are trying to actually evolve and become better people or whatever you want to call it, you work off of your last mistakes, right? So you look back at like, okay, well, maybe sometimes people, like some women do have a habit of looking at potential, which I don't necessarily think is a bad thing, but also you got to be careful because you got to make sure that their now and their potential actually matches up and make sure that they have the drive and the motivation to reach the potential.
Are you familiar with sports?
Yeah.
A lot of women are bad scouts. They just pick talent very poorly. They're like the Bears or the Bulls. They just don't know how to draft. They don't. They pick the wrong nigga, and then niggas like myself got to deal with the bullshit.
But do you understand?
We got to deal with the unrealistic expectations.
Let me challenge that though, because
and I'm not perfect.
There are men that do the same thing to women, like myself.
Okay, I got a question. Who do you think has the most unrealistic expectations, women or men, in today's society and black culture? Please don't give a sexist comment.
I'm really trying to think. I honestly don't think it's one or the other, because I can't say no. It's a realistic comment because all men and women are not the same. So I do think that it depends on the situation. I think there are times where certain women have unrealistic expectations, and I think there's times where there are certain men that have unrealistic expectations.
You got your soapbox Kevin Samuel ass niggas that get on Facebook and want to bash women, which I don't understand, and then you got women that have unrealistic expectations.
I agree. There's both. That's what I'm saying. I think
I think the women got the guys at this point.
I don't know about that, because I think there's
y'all are empowered by filters and likes.
First of all.
Y'all are.
First of all.
And I'm getting good. I can see through these filters now.
First of all.
I can see the real. Hey, Shorty, I can see the real you.
Filter
through them filters. Yes, I am.
First of all. You made me lose my train of thought.
I can see the real her.
Through the filters.
I can. I can see through the lashes, the makeup.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. It's this y'all word for me.
Yeah, y'all.
Ain't no
when I talk about black people, I always say we.
Okay,
I add myself to that.
That's different.
Yeah.
Don't say.
When I say men, I say we.
Okay, but see,
even when it's bad.
I guess I don't know
y'all.
about that. Nigga, y'all. How about that?
Do you think it's a such thing as a man kind, a woman kind? What?
A little bit.
That's a black thing.
It is, but that's only because I grew up loving cars because my daddy loved cars. So it is certain things, like, even though I'm a woman, even though technically I guess my car is girly.
That's not a girl car.
You said it is, or it's not?
It's not.
I didn't think so.
It's a big ass truck.
Yeah, right. See, I've always loved.
I mean, the color makes it girly.
Yeah, but I've always loved more manly cars.
And the fact
because my daddy used to switch cars
makes it girly.
when I was younger, and I love cars. But I would never. There's certain cars I just would never drive.
Is it a certain car that you would not allow your man to drive? Like if a guy tried to holler at you and he pulled up in a certain car, you'd be like, all right, this is it.
That's a good question. I've never thought about that. Yeah.
This is a real question.
No, and I'm really, really thinking about it. I don't have like a make or model in my head right now.
Honda Accord, 2021 Turbo Edition. The reason why I'm bringing up the Honda Accord, because I like that car. That's a very nice automobile. Every time I see it, it reminds me of a BMW. But I will not get it because I'm very self-conscious, and I know all my friends gonna talk about me, so I'm not getting it.
I really try not to.
It's a smart, economically smart car to buy. It's a Honda. Yeah. It's not gonna go bad on you. It's good on mileage. But
I hear you.
The nigga stigmatism, you can't pull up.
See, me personally, you can't talk to me about that though, because I'm trying to tell you, I really be trying not to think materialistic. You wouldn't talk to no guy
that's driving a Honda Accord, man.
First of all, I can't even picture which Honda Accord you're talking about.
The newer ones, not the old ones, not the old pieces.
And
that Rick Ross was talking about.
If I'm being super honest, I don't know. I don't look at Honda Accords. That's not a car that like I would look up and be like, "Ooh, I like that car." I
just seen it a few times out in the street, and I'm like, "Damn, that's nice." That's how I know I'm getting old. Cause I look at Honda Accord like that's a nice car. It's a nice automobile.
Yeah.
No. But I can't get it because every time I see it, I just hear Rick Ross in my head. Nigga, use a bitch with your Honda Accord. It's like, nah, cool.
I don't know.
But why black people like that? Like,
I don't know, but see, that's why I say you can't ask me, because I just genuinely like cars. So I don't look at a nigga and be like, nigga, you drive a damn. Like, I don't, but I like cars, so I do look at it. But
if you went out on a date with a nigga and he pulled up in a Honda Accord, you're gonna talk shit.
And the first thing in my mind, I kind of probably be like, what the fuck is this? Yes. But everyone is not into cars like that. It's usually people with the most money.
I'm going to show you the car. You're probably going to be like, oh, that's a nice car.
Let me see it. Show it to me.
I can't pull it up now.
Okay, fine. I'm going to just look it up myself.
Yeah, look it up. Honda Accord Turbo 2021. I like that car.
It's something about the fact that it's called a turbo that I just don't like.
I'm looking at other cars. I'm just saying, if I had to go to the lot today, that'd be the car that I'm getting.
Accord
and
Turbo?
I wish a nigga would say something. Honda Accord Turbo. Yes. The Honda Accord Turbo is cold, man.
Really?
Yes. It's a nice car.
I'm not a fan, but
you was a hater.
I'm not.
That's you got that big ass truck outside.
I like big cars. I don't like small cars. I've had big cars all my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had a small car before. What? No.
That's because you're short. That's most short girls, just short person syndrome.
A lot of short. A lot of short girls actually like little cars. I just don't. I think the smallest car I ever had was like a Ford. Can't remember the name of it right now, but it's actually not small.
Yeah, no.
Whatever.
What? Let me see. Boundaries.
Ooh, my favorite thing.
I hate that word because I don't
boundaries.
I got boundaries, but I'm like real.
You gotta have boundaries.
How can I say this? What's the word when you like? There's only I'm like real specific with my boundaries.
Okay.
With people.
I'm actually.
I only have boundaries with certain people.
That's
like there's no gate.
So let me ask you a question.
There's no barbed wire. I'm just open field.
That's
have at it.
Disgusting.
Oh, for real.
Have at it.
Yeah, have at it, man. I'm here.
Okay, so let me ask you something. Because actually, this was something that I talked about. I don't know if it was my first or second Mental Health Monday. Can't keep up.
I hate boundaries. They're stupid.
I love boundaries. They're my favorite thing.
So what?
Okay, so, excuse me. Let me ask you something. Do you think that you need to tell people your boundaries all the time?
Hell no. Somebody just rung my doorbell today.
Good answer.
Somebody rung my motherfucking doorbell.
They got to do a boundary.
Yeah, I ain't answer that shit either. And I ain't, like, don't ever come to my house without calling me.
This person?
I'm pretty sure I knew who the fuck it was. But don't ever do that. Like, I don't like that.
Okay, that's the boundary.
But if a certain person did it.
Then you'd be okay with it.
Hell yeah, come on. What's up? How you been?
I mean, okay, I understand that. So that's one thing I talked about is like people a lot of times don't understand that. What I love is unspoken boundaries, because people think you always supposed to tell people about your boundaries. But the thing is, like, people don't understand that when you try to tell someone that you have a boundary, all they hear is they did something wrong and you're placing a boundary on them. And if someone tells you like, hey, I can no longer do this with you because of XYZ, they don't hear the truth, which is, I can't do this with you because it makes me feel like XYZ, so I'm gonna stop. They hear, you did something wrong, you're the problem, and here's this line and you can't cross it anymore. And that person is going to dance on that fucking boundary. Like, oh, let's see how far I can get. It's hard for people to understand that someone's not doing something because it is them protecting their own energy. All they hear is that you have a problem with some idea. I'm the problem, and how dare you have a problem with me? So I feel like boundaries don't need to be talked about all the time. Like if I don't want to talk to you about something, I'm just not going to do it.
If they bring up boundaries, like that's a red flag for me. I hate that word. I just don't like it. I think it's stupid.
If they bring up boundaries with someone else?
No, they just be like, yeah, you know, my boundaries. I just need someone to respect my boundaries. Like, get the fuck off my phone. I don't want to hear that shit.
No, I agree with you. I don't really tell people my boundaries. I just act on them. But you
can act on them, but don't tell me that you got boundaries. I don't want to hear that.
What I'm saying is like you wouldn't even necessarily know. Now, certain things I think you should talk about. Like if we're talking about dating or getting to know someone and you like, all right, listen, I don't like when people do XYZ, and I'm letting you know because when people do shit like that, it makes me do shit like this, or it makes me feel shit like this. That makes sense.
That. That's different.
That makes sense. But to be like upfront, I have a boundary of no.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm gonna just protect my own boundary, and then if you cross it, then we'll talk about it, or we won't, and I'll just stop talking to you altogether because I'm good for that. So, which is probably not great, but whatever works for me.
Boundaries suck.
Boundaries are great, and they keep you good mentally.
Do you keep boundaries on exes?
That's a good question. Yes.
Like how?
Well, it depends on like.
I create boundaries for myself for exes.
That's what I'm saying. So like, I'm not telling them. For me, yeah.
Yeah, no personal boundaries like.
Yes, absolutely.
Don't cross this line here.
Yes, absolutely.
Like you can't cross that line.
Absolutely. Like, no, we're not going to communicate any further because if I know that personally, I probably have some like.
So you a fan of no contact?
Yes.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Does that work with women?
Well, see, you can't ask me. I was in a relationship for 11 years.
I've been in relationships for a long time.
Right, and so I would say that initially when it was first over, we were still communicating, but like we lived together the last 2 years and we were together for 11 years. So we like grew up together. So we were best friends before we were anything else. So it was harder to disconnect because we were friends. But I would say that after a while, because it would be like check-ins. Hey, you good? You good? Yeah, okay. And then it kind of died down. Now we kind of communicate like if someone in our families died, and it's like, hey,
could you deal with somebody that has a platonic relationship with like the mother of their kids or the father? Not the father of their kids.
Yeah.
You can no, I'm talking about like they talk on a regular basis.
Yeah. If you share kids, I would hope that y'all have a good relationship. Me personally, and even though I don't have kids,
what if he talked about you to her?
Talked about me to her?
Yeah.
Why would I know that? Why are you telling me?
What if y'all like bumped heads one day and then she like, well, that's why woo.
Well, see, that's a problem for me because that shouldn't even be happening, and you shouldn't be telling me what. No, see, here's my thing. As a woman with no kids, if I was to date a man with kids, which I don't have a problem with,
that'd be bad for you.
I just feel like there's certain boundaries that need to be in place. Like
that would hurt your feelings.
What would hurt my feelings? Him talking to him about me? Yeah. There's no reason why you should be talking to her about me. What the hell is this?
What if y'all like broke up and you did something stupid and then
well, if
just
we broke up, then it wouldn't matter because we ain't got nothing to do with each other no more. Do what you gonna do?
But then y'all like rekindled and then.
Oh no, we got a problem because at that point, then maybe you need to be with her. Why the hell are you talking about
his
me?
Friend.
Oh, see, no. See, that's not weird. That's not what I was agreeing to.
You just said you hoped that they'd be friends. Now you contradicting yourself.
As in like co-parenting. I don't mean y'all are like fucking kicking it for fun and shit.
They're not fucking, they just talk.
Talking about your kid?
Talking about life. Why can't two parents just be friends? What's wrong with that?
Here's what I'm saying. This is where I back up. I don't have kids, so I can't say what a relationship should be like between parents that are not together. I can't speak on that because I don't know. But if I'm dating someone that has kids, I just hope that you have a good relationship with them. All I ask that you keep me out of it. It should never come to me. I don't have anything to do with that.
What about boundaries with friendships?
That's a real thing.
Like, because I feel like sometimes it's like, don't invite me nowhere you know I don't want to be. And don't get mad when I don't show up.
Period. I don't think that's boundaries, though. I think that's knowing your friends.
That's boundaries.
No, that's knowing your friend. Know me. If you know me, then you already know. I'm not going to go. And maybe you tell me about it. But when I say, yeah, no, I ain't going, don't have an attitude. But I feel like that's a girl thing. I don't really know about guys. But with girls, they love getting mad if you can't come to something.
It's like we grown, but it's just like, don't, like your cousin real good at this. Don't invite me nowhere where I'm just not, I don't want to be. Don't do that.
That's why we close. We here.
Like, don't do it.
I'm like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Or if you want to tell me about it and then be like, I know you're not gonna come.
Right.
Like my closest friends would be like, listen, I know you're not interested, but I'm doing this or I'm having this or I'm going here. And I just want to tell you in case you want to come, but I know you're not gonna want to because XYZ. And they're usually right. Yep, you're right. No, thank you. And I'm glad you understand. So that's a question I always kind of wanted to know. So like girls, you know, they get all upset if you don't come to the birthday dinner, if you don't show up for everything. Are guys like that?
Most girls like that are lesbians or
that's not
bisexual.
True. That is not true.
Any girl that spends too much time with girls, I don't give a fuck what you're talking about.
That is not what I'm saying.
You're bisexual.
That's not what I asked.
You like girls. I don't care.
Well, that's
because
not what
you know what? I don't spend a lot of time with my guys. All my guys got girlfriends and wives.
That's not what I asked.
And if a girl is with...
And you're still going.
Yes. If a girl is with women all the damn time and she getting cute to go sit with girls, she bisexual.
Okay, first of all,
she likes women too.
First of all, not true. Secondly, that's true. Not what I asked. But we can sit on this first before I get back to my original fucking question.
What was it?
Nope,
go ahead,
go back
me.
there. No, first I want to get to the point that you said that if you spend time with your girls and you get dressed up to go with your girls,
you spend too much time.
Bisexual.
Yeah.
But what if you're single? You don't have a nigga to spend time with.
What if you got a nigga that want to spend time with you, but you rather go sit with some girls?
Oh well, I agree.
You're bisexual.
Well, I don't feel that way, but I do feel like at this big old age, niggas, they rather be with their friends. I don't think you're gay, but I am kind of like...
y'all call us gay when that happens.
No, I do not. I just think your priorities are fucked up. And I think that you might want to get your shit together because I'm pretty sure these same friends that you ditching your girl to be with would ditch you to be with their girl.
And so it's a double standard because women do it too. And when women do it...
I don't know what women do.
Men get called
I do. I'm a woman.
invasive and all this other weird shit.
I don't know. But that wasn't the question I asked.
What was the question you asked?
I asked if... So girls, like, for example, if I have a friend that's like, oh, my birthday dinner is on Saturday, mind you, I live in Indiana, okay? And if someone's like, oh, my birthday dinner is on Thursday, and it's at 8 p.m. and it's someplace all the way fucking downtown, I got sessions till 8 that day I'm working, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to make it. I can't get there. You didn't tell me enough time to fix my schedule. I'm sorry. Hold on, let me finish. You have some friends that will literally be so mad they won't talk to you because you couldn't make the birthday dinner, and you are just like the worst fucking friend ever. I always wanted to do guys do shit like that. Like if Chris invited you to something for his birthday and you couldn't make it, no, Chris wouldn't do that. So if I know my cousin. So if I don't know, I just want to know, like, is that something niggas do? Like, if you can't make it to something, are they acting like you the worst fucking friend on the planet?
Nah, I never had that problem. Only thing I say boundaries with niggas is knowing what to say and when to say shit to certain niggas. That's where a lot of boundaries. Why you gotta do that with girls too, though? Go. The shit you talking about just sound like bisexual activity.
Oh my God, that is not.
Who gets mad? You didn't show it to my dinner. I'm mad at you.
I'm trying to tell you, that's women activity.
That's bisexual.
You've never seen them. No, it's not.
It is.
I mean, I don't agree because I
would never get mad at a dude for not showing up to something.
Okay, so what you mean is it's girl thing. Girls get mad at other girls, their friends, for not showing up to stuff. I don't think I've ever been like that. But especially as I've gotten older, listen, we all grown. People got their own lives. You cannot stop your life because it's my birthday. Like, that's just... But some girls, literally, they won't talk to you. They'll be so distraught and so mad. And it's just like, you're the worst bitch ever because you couldn't show up to something. And I don't know. Some women are like that. I just always wondered if guys were like that.
Nah, we ain't like that. It's just
Y'all
words.
Lucky.
Words. You heard about what happened with Neiman's? Neiman Marcus, they want to focus, the retailer plans to focus on the 2% of his customers that make up 40% of his sales. Those customers being the wealthiest, and they are no longer about selling everywhere on the price spectrum.
Maybe I'm dyslexic because I thought I read it the other way. That people were mad because the CEO was saying he did not want to focus on people with money anymore.
No, you want to focus on
the people with money.
People with money.
Don't they already do that?
Yeah.
So what the fuck is the difference?
Because brokies be going in their store and they tired of it.
So you saying that they want to up their prices?
That's what it's... Maybe that's probably what's about to happen. I don't know.
That doesn't surprise me. They already...
Because niggas go spend their last in Neiman's.
Yeah.
They go spend $500 in that bitch and then go home and eat some noodles.
But you know what's crazy is I feel like people that really have money don't even do all that. Shop at
no,
they will, but what I'm saying is also people, if you notice the difference, people that are used to having money, they'll go buy some shit that costs a lot, but it won't have the design all over it. It'll just be some regular looking shit and you won't even know what it is unless you ask them.
They shop, like me and Chris talk about all the time, there's other brands at the Neiman's, at the Saks, at the Nordstrom's.
Yes.
There's other brands there outside of McQueen, outside of Gucci, outside of Givenchy, Lanvin, and all them other designers. It's like
there's tons of other designers.
There's a lot of other designers done. So I think that's where they go. But I don't know, man. It sounds like they getting tired of the niggas up in their stores, man.
Probably, but you know what, niggas still gonna keep.
They still gonna buy.
Because regardless, for some reason, we love to frequent places that don't want us there.
Niggas like nice things.
Which is fine. I think that, first of all, I think black people
you have on a Louis
deserve
Vuitton
luxury.
Sweater.
No, I don't. You want to read it again? This is a black-owned business. Honey.
You're right. I'm sorry. My apologies.
Thank you.
My apologies.
Right. This is a black-owned business. You tried it.
I did. I just seen the video.
Right. But it's nice, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
And that took them forever to send it, but it's fine.
Yeah, I don't know what that's crazy though, cause it's like black people we the number one consumer in the world, so I don't understand why they're even.
Because they don't want our money, or they do. But also, can we also talk about this though? The people that, which let me say something, I'm all for black people having money. I love it. I love when they can afford luxury, when we're in places that normally our faces are not seen, our dollars are not seen. I love it. And I think we deserve it all. But what I hate is when let me not say hate. What I dislike is when is when we're in these places or these spaces and we have to make a thing of it. Like, and I'm not saying that people shouldn't be them. No, not even that, but like, be yourself and that's fine. But like, why do we have, some of us, not all of us, why do we have to be so loud? Like,
what you mean?
Physically loud. Why do we have to be seen? Why do we have to create this like, hey, see me, look at me, I'm here, I'm doing, like, why can't we just
that's the internet.
Get our stuff and then like, I don't understand. And people, I don't know, it bothers me and I feel like it makes us look bad and it makes us look like we're not used to shit.
Taking pictures no more.
What? How do we
for the internet? Because you just said like, look at me, look at me.
I don't mean pictures. I just mean like sometimes the way they act. Like I've been in nice restaurants where the loudest table is the black people, and I'm just like, I understand y'all having a good time, but like, why do we have to be so loud? This is a chill place. It's not that type of vibe here. This is not a lit vibe. This is a white tablecloth place. It's kind of quiet. The vibe is chill. Why can't we be chill? Why you gotta be so loud?
Because niggas are ghetto.
And I know, but like, then go to a place that's lit if that's the vibe you're looking for. But like, why do other people, black or white, doesn't matter. If I would go to a place where the vibe is more chill, why do I have to listen to the loudness when that's not the vibe I was looking for? That's why I came here. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, the white in you is coming out right now.
No, nigga. Because there.
You can't say nigga.
And this is where I want to come across the motherfucking table. There's no.
I got white in my blood too. It's okay.
Sir, the white in me is very, very far. Okay?
You could tell by the way I pronunciate my words. I got some
Shut up, fool. You really get on my nerves.
I do. I mix with white as well.
I'm not.
You not?
First of all, both of my parents are black. My mother is very
light skinned. You don't have a white
grandparent
ancestor anywhere down the line?
I have like a white great grandparent somewhere.
My great grandmother was white.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we both mixed with white.
Okay. Stop fucking saying that to me.
It's okay.
I didn't say it wasn't.
Everybody's hitters mixed with white.
Stop saying that.
Everybody mixed with white.
Stop saying that.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's a trigger for her. Well,
you're a trigger for me.
What are some examples of self-love? Therapist lady.
Therapist lady.
I called you Dr. Ham.
Yeah, because I'm not a doctor.
You'll
have people thinking I'm a doctor, and I'm not. I did not get that degree.
You are.
And I will never.
Should.
What was the question again?
Examples of self-love. A lot of people suffer with this.
I think examples of self-love is just being okay with who you are and who you're not. I think that sometimes people think that you have to think that like you're a perfect person in order to love yourself, and I disagree. I think that sometimes you have to also understand who you're not and be okay with that. Like what your strengths are, what are your weaknesses, and loving that about you regardless. Being able to spend time by yourself, that's self-love. Some people literally cannot be alone with themselves, but then expect other people to want to be alone with you. You can't even be alone with yourself, but you expect other people to be with you? It makes no sense. I feel like self-love is definitely, it starts within. You have to literally love who you are, who you're not, who you plan to become, all those things. That's self-love.
No, you're right. I was just trying to pick your brain.
Yeah.
I don't want to say I had a hard time with self-love, but sometimes, like you said, sometimes I can get real down on myself. I give myself a hard time.
I think a lot of people do that.
Because I feel like, I'm this age, I should be here. And then just like you said, you gotta like, this is me. Yeah. I accept this. This is not the final chapter, and we gotta keep moving. But a lot of times, we judge everything, like what we just talking about. We judge everything off the internet. So it's just like if we seeing some of our peers doing this, that, and the third, and we looking at our life like, well, damn, maybe I ain't up to par. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. That's where that come in. But I also feel like with self-love, in some instances, I'm a people pleaser. As much of an asshole as I could come off to be, I am a people pleaser at heart.
I can understand that.
And sometimes I have to take a step back and do shit for myself.
I can agree with that.
You feel me? Like it come a time where like I enjoy buying shit for other people to see their reaction. And it's just like, well, dude, go give yourself that same attention.
Yeah.
You know, and then a few weeks ago, I did that, and it was just like, damn, that shit felt good. You know? So yeah, like it's less like a lot of the times we so hard on ourselves, we don't feel like we deserve to, you know, spoil ourselves for our hard work, but we'll be so quick to go out to do some shit for somebody else who don't even fucking really appreciate the shit.
I agree with you. I feel like I am secretly a people pleaser too. And well, I don't know if it's people pleaser or I tend to put other people's needs and feelings before myself. So I don't know if it's a people pleaser. Okay, well then I have that problem too. Where like I could literally be at home or yeah, I could be at home in a space of like, I don't want to talk to anybody today. I've done my talking for today. I'm done. Like, I just want to be left alone. But somebody could text me or call me and have a problem and they need me. And as much as I want to be like, I don't have it, I'm responding and I'm trying to help them. And then it drains the fuck out of me in the meantime. But in my mind, I'm like, well, they felt better, so it's fine. Like, I tend to put other people's feelings before my own. Like, I literally can have the most draining day. But if somebody else needs me emotionally, I don't have nothing else to give, but what I do have, I'll give it to them. And then I'm left with nothing. And I'm working on that, and I'm starting to build better boundaries with myself where I have to say, no, I don't have it. No. Or like my clients, here's the thing. Now, I would say, well, not just me. My clients would say I'm a pretty cool therapist. I am a new age therapist. So my clients have my phone number, but that's because that's how we communicate to schedule or reschedule or cancel or whatever. But I let my clients sometimes will text me. It could be a day we are not supposed to meet, and it could be like 12 o'clock in the afternoon on a random day, and they're like, I'm having a hard time. I always respond, I'm at work. I really don't have time for this, or I don't have the mental capacity. But in my mind, I'm just like, I can't not be there for somebody that's basically screaming for help. And it could be this one little text that I send with these couple of words that could make their day better. I don't know how to not try to do that. I'm working on it, but I don't know how. It's hard.
I done got to a point where I don't even call certain people no more. Because you don't know what you're going to get.
That's true. That's why I call people that I know what I'm going to get.
Yeah, it's just like I'd rather just I'm riding a nice way today. I'm not making that call today.
That's true. But I think I've learned to call certain people for certain things. And I want to be clear that I'm not saying like I'm calling certain people to get the exact like because I want them to tell me I'm right. But it's just like, you know, certain people have not experienced certain things, so you can't talk to them about those things. And so it's no point. Like even today before I came here, I was at my parents' house. Lord, they give me anxiety. But I was there and I was talking to them about them separately, my mom and my daddy, about certain things, and I had to leave. But not in a bad way, but I was like, God, I gotta get out of here. But I realized in my mind, like, I can only blame myself because I'm trying to talk to him about this, knowing he can't understand that. Why would I do that? And then I'm talking to her about this, knowing she can't understand. Why am I doing this? I can only blame myself.
Yeah, I realize there's certain I don't even talk to my mom about certain stuff that happen. I don't even call and let her know. I just
I don't. Yeah. But my parents, I love them to death. But I feel like my dad better. But my mama always wants to talk about safety and who are you telling that you made it home? And I'm like, lady, you giving me anxiety. I don't got time to be thinking about that every day.
What you think? What's your thoughts on?
What you think about what?
The sacrifices of accountability that come with accountability.
What do you mean?
I asked these questions to the guys before. A lot of times, right? I'm speaking from a man point of view. A lot of times we will take accountability for something. Like, let's say I cheated on my girlfriend, right? And now I'm taking it like, all right, I admit I cheated. You know, I apologized. I went to counseling or something. I bought you a $2,000 bag. I've taken accountability.
But okay.
Now I want you to give me the attention that I want. But is that really being accountable?
No.
You see, like,
I mean,
a lot of times, like, we'll admit to some shit, and we'll like, yeah, I was wrong for that. I did this, I did that, and I did this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
And now we want reciprocation for us holding ourselves accountable. And I don't think that a lot of times we understand with accountability comes consequences.
Yes.
That may be losing access to that person.
Correct.
That may be never talking to that motherfucker again.
I agree.
You know, and I think a lot of times when we take, it's a selfish, I think a lot of times us taking, as men, and it's some women too, taking accountability is a selfish act. It's more so for self than it is for the person.
I hear what you're saying.
You feel what I'm saying?
I think it depends on how you take accountability, because I think it's possible to take accountability without having some expectation of what someone is supposed to do after you do that. I think that if you're really going to take accountability and responsibility for something that you did, there should be no expectation of what the other person should do in return. I think if you're going to say, hey, I did this, I'm guilty, I'm sorry, and here is how I'm going to show I'm sorry, whatever that may be, that's where you need to leave it. And I think you need to give the other person respect, space, and time to do whatever they want to do with that.
Right.
I think having any expectation on what someone else should do because, well, I said I was sorry, I bought you this, or I did that, that's crazy to me, because you're not giving me time. I don't know who, somebody was talking about it, about how something happened. I cannot remember for the life of me who it was, because my brain is fried all the time, and not because I'm high. I just think it's just
You smoke weed?
No, I'm just busy. Anywho, what was I saying? Oh, right. Someone was talking about how something happened with someone they were dating or whatever, and they told them, like, I need time. And then the person was mad because they didn't come around it when they felt like they should have. And I just feel like that's crazy. Like, if you really did something, then, or you felt like what I did is, I'm being accountable for what I did, and I'm expecting you, or wanting you, not expecting, I'm wanting you to forgive me or whatever. I feel like you got to give people time and space to do that, and you can't put them on a time frame. You can't have expectations. You don't even have to forgive me. You could be like, oh, okay, thanks for the accountability, but it's still fuck you. Have a nice life. And I have to live with that. Not me, but the person who.
Yeah, holding yourself accountable don't always got to be announced, though.
What do you mean?
Like I could hold myself accountable for an act that I've, committed in the past, but I don't have to announce it. Like, yo, like let's say I cheated on a female. Same scenario. I can hold myself accountable, but I don't have to go back to that female and be like, hey, yo,
Just so you know, I did X, Y, Z.
There you go. I think that's selfish.
No, I agree with that. I think it also depends on the female. Like, me personally, if you did something in the past, don't call me to tell me what you did 5 years ago. It doesn't matter now. I don't give a fuck. Like, it literally does nothing for me now other than probably substantiate whatever I felt at that time, and then it's just gonna make me be like, damn, I knew he was up to something. But what am I really gonna do about it now? Nothing. So, I mean, I agree with you. Sometimes it's better left unsaid, depending on the situation. But I think if you're gonna take accountability for the right reasons, not so that I give you something in return or that I recognize your accountability. Do it because you know that's the right thing to do and that's what you wanted to do. I think people do things because they always are looking for something in return. Do it because you want to. Don't do it because you want me to give you something back.
That's a lot of the time. That's where accountability comes from.
That's what most things. Everybody always wants something in return. If I do this, you gonna give me that?
Yep.
If I tell you this, you gonna tell me that? It's ridiculous.
What's your ideal first date?
Oh, I don't really have an ideal.
Yeah, y'all keep giving me bullshit ass answer,
I'm trying to tell you because I
That's
don't.
Some bullshit,
Can I? You asked me a question.
Okay,
I'm trying to fucking answer.
I'm sorry.
Because when it comes to me, like I've said multiple times on this here platform, so don't try and play with me, is that I'm more about vibes and connection. So, first of all, ideal first date to me is I want you to plan it out. I don't want to do it. Let's start with that. I don't want you to ask me, so where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Blah, blah, blah. I don't want that. Especially if you're asking to take me out. hey man, now even like if you're asking because maybe I'm more familiar with that area, and maybe you're like, hey, is there a specific place in that area that you like? That's different. But if I have to plan out the whole thing, that's annoying. So my ideal first date would be somebody having it planned. Like, okay, you know what? Are you free at this time? Cool. You want to meet there? You want me to come get, like, take care of the details. Because I shouldn't have to do that. Because you're courting me. I'm not courting you. So take care of the details. I don't care what they are. We can figure it out. I just don't want to come to your house. That's one thing. Do not ask me to come chill at your house on the first date. That's not a date.
That's understandable.
I don't even know you. I'm not finna come be in your space. That's dangerous.
Outside of that.
Okay, so plan it out. But then I don't know. For me, it's like maybe we drinking, whether it's like wine or hard, whatever. A vibe. Like, let's talk. Let's talk about real shit. I don't want to do the weird, like, so what's your favorite color? And what's your, like, let's talk about real shit. Like, what do you do? How do you feel about this? What do you feel like? Pat, I don't know. I just want to have good conversation, deep, real.
So somebody could take you to McDonald's?
I don't even eat McDonald's, so you wouldn't take me there because I'm not going to eat.
Pot bellies.
No. Didn't I just say plan it out? And
that's a plan.
Oh, you wanted me to get super specific. Take me to a restaurant or a bar.
You said it could be anywhere.
Okay. I did not say that.
Pot bellies is a restaurant.
I didn't say that, but okay. Take me.
She said it could be anything.
I didn't say. My point is, take me to a restaurant.
Potbellies is a restaurant.
Can I finish talking? A sit-down restaurant
you can sit down at Potbellies.
Or a bar. I am okay with a bar.
What's wrong with Potbellies?
It depends on the vibe. I'm not going. Shut
You said don't.
Shut up. You get on my nerves.
You can't tell me shut up on my own show.
Yes, I can. I just did it. What? Anyways, you get my point. Like, plan it out. Be thoughtful about it. And think about what I would like. No, I don't want to go eat fucking sandwiches with you on a Friday night at 6 p.m.
What about Panera Bread?
I probably ate a sandwich for lunch. I'm not eating that shit.
Portillo's.
And I don't even eat sandwich meat. So
Portillo's.
like, no.
Portillo's.
No, I don't even like Portillo's.
You're difficult.
First of all, the only meat
I'm being difficult right now.
Right,
I would never take nobody
with me
to
at this
Portillo's.
point.
Yeah,
you got what the fuck I'm saying.
I was just asking.
I just want someone to put some thought into the shit, and don't ask me to come
be
to
like
your house. No, I don't know you.
Like 3 events in one date.
No.
Like, okay, we're gonna go bowling. Then after that, we're gonna go out for drinks.
No.
After that, we're gonna go mountain climbing.
I'm okay. I don't need all that.
We're gonna go horseback riding.
That's entirely too much because now I have to. That's too much. Like, what if I don't like you after the first thing? You tell me I gotta make it through the next 2? Like, no, I'm good.
So just one thing.
I'm okay with that.
I mean, bowling, drinks, and dinner.
Or I've been on days where like we went to dinner and then we went to the movies. I'm okay with that. Movies, you can't talk
to the
anyway.
Movies first.
That's what I'm saying.
And then you go to dinner.
That's why you go. It doesn't matter the order.
So you talk about the movie.
I'd rather just go one place. Because we don't even know if we like each other yet.
And then you go to dinner.
But my thing is, we don't even know if we like each other yet. So let's make sure we like each other.
That's why I don't like dating. Why are you going out with somebody you don't know if you like them?
No. Because I don't know you.
Why are you going out with somebody you don't know?
Are you not listening?
Hold on.
There's a difference between texting somebody and being like, hey, and then you vibe
so
off the text.
So you don't have an hour or 2 long conversation with somebody before you go out to eat?
Yes, but if I have not been with you in person, I don't know what this is like in person yet. We can vibe over the phone all day, but in person, are you going to be weird? Are you going to be awkward? Are we actually going to
tell
like get
how
along?
Motherfucker is on the phone.
To an extent, unless someone gets in front of you and they get all weird. I ain't talking about texting.
I'm talking about conversation.
Yes, but sometimes people get in front of you and they get weird. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. Sometimes people do that. They get in front of you, they get weird, and now it's just like, well, you weren't doing this because some people are different over the phone than in person. Over the phone, they have a phone in front of them, and they're at home and they're in a comfort zone. Now you're saying we're right in front of each other. We're literally space. There's like one table in between us. Mm-hmm. Sometimes people are weird.
I can get that.
Yeah. What?
Understandable.
Let me tell you, can I tell you something?
What?
You love to ask questions and then judge the answer.
I do. That's my job.
I don't like that.
I ask questions.
I don't like that. Answer,
and I'm judging.
You would be a terrible therapist.
No, I'll be a great therapist.
No, you do it every time. Every time I've been here.
I'm going to tell people what they need to hear.
No, fuck that. No. Every time I've been here, you ask me a question, I answer, and then before I could even finish answering, you're judging everything I fucking say. First of all, I don't get no bullshit answer. I say exactly what I think.
You just said, I said, what's
you
the ideal
can't remember
date?
what I said. Look
You
at
said it could be anywhere, and I said
didn't say
Panera
that.
Bread or Potbelly's. You said no, not there. But you just said anywhere. It could be anything.
I wish that I could be like, roll it back, because I did not say wherever. I said I need you to plan it and think it through. I said unless it's in my area and you don't know my area, so you say, hey, what places do you go to?
Just telling you what you said.
But no, I would hope that no grown, because I'm 31, I would hope that no 30-plus ass man is thinking of taking me to a date at Potbelly's for our first fucking date.
Now, what if it's the stock guy at Walmart that's in school for business that you said that you would talk to?
Pissed my daddy off with that.
Exactly. I know
he told me he saw that and he said he was very upset.
So what if it's him? What if it's the guy that's in school for business? You can working at Walmart and he want to take you to Potbelly's.
More than a Potbelly sandwich.
What if he can't?
Well,
what if he in between bills? Why come men can't date because they ain't got a lot of money?
I'm kidding.
That's fucked up.
I didn't mean that. You don't have to have a lot of money. Chili's is cheap, but I love Chili's.
You can't take nobody to Chili's no more.
You want bad? I'll go to Chili's.
First date? Chili's? Let's go Chili's. Come on.
Shut up, Will. I love Chili's. I mean, first of all, like I said, I live in Indiana. So I'm not trying to go far to some expensive ass restaurant in downtown. Anyway, I don't even know you, so I'm not getting in the car with you, which means I'm going to try and meet you somewhere. And I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't go on a first date downtown. Watching this. I'm just saying, I'm just not. Maybe
that's the thing now. Women don't even like getting picked up. Didn't I just say
I'm too understanding? No, I don't have a problem with that. But I also don't need everybody to know where I live. If we're dating and I don't know you like that, you don't need to know where I lay my head at every night.
I don't like dating. It's so stupid. Like, that's dumb. But you just said it's stupid.
Date in order to. How is that stupid? If I don't know you like that. My best
relationships came from us fucking first night.
Okay, that's good for you.
One night in, we fucked the longest relationship ever.
I didn't say anything about fucking. I said about knowing where I live. The dates where we had to date 2-3 times and they never lasted. I didn't disagree with that.
But them dates that ended up with us fucking, we went all the way.
I'm sure. I didn't say that was a problem. All I said was me personally. I don't want just anybody just knowing where the fuck I live, because I don't know you. You could be crazy. I don't want you showing up at my house because I'm not answering.
You shouldn't date that guy.
If you don't know. Are you high?
I'm not.
In order to get to know somebody, you have to date. Well, you're not sober, but in order to get to know someone, you have to date them. So if I have to go on dates with you to get to know you,
I feel like,
and depending on who you are, because I have gone on dates with people that I knew from the past, so I felt comfortable with you knowing where I live, and that's okay. But like, if I don't know you like that, no, you're not picking me up. Not on the first date. I want to meet you there, and then from there, if I feel like we can go on another date, then sure, you can pick me up.
I feel like I'm very intuitive, so it only take a few conversations to know if I want to take somebody out to eat. I can tell if I want to take you out to eat or not after 1 or 2 conversations.
Well, you're just so perfect.
I'm not perfect at all.
You think you are.
I am scarred.
You think you are just
scarred.
The fucking Golden Globe of a man.
I don't.
The Grammy of a man.
I'm not.
The Oscar.
You think that.
No, I don't.
You said it. I never said that.
Don't put that in my head. I didn't say that.
I'm a regular guy.
Okay.
That's my problem. Just a regular guy.
All right. Whatever you say.
But you said I'm a Golden Globe, so.
No. I said you think.
You said I'm a Grammy.
You see what niggas do?
You compared me to a Golden Globe and a Grammy.
Niggas
That's what
always,
you said.
Niggas always.
I'm a Golden Globe.
Okay.
And a Grammy.
I didn't say that.
I'm the guy that holds up the star and the globe.
I didn't say that.
It kind of looked like me too, because he bald head. And
oh wow, that could be
nice shape.
But
not the Grammy, but the Golden Globe.
I didn't say that though.
I'm in good shape. I'll take my shirt off.
Please don't. Keep your clothes on. This is the first. Stop. Well,
I will take my shirt off.
This is the first one I've been on.
I'm gonna take my shirt off on this podcast before this shit over. I'm in great shape.
Can you do it on the day when I'm here?
I'm in the best shape out of all the guys on the show. Me.
Why is it always a competition with you?
Huh? It's not.
You think everything.
I'm the best.
See? How do you say it's not a competition to say I'm the best?
Because ain't nobody gonna big up you like you. I gotta big up myself.
You're supposed to have confidence in yourself.
Yeah, I got
to.
you.
You're a little out of control today. You've been out of control since you got here. And I'm not even going to repeat all the things that you were saying.
What'd I say?
You said a lot.
About what?
A lot.
I ain't say that much.
All right, whatever. But it's time to close it on out, so.
Close it out. Tell everybody to like and subscribe.
So make sure, I don't know how to close it out, so it's the first time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff. And follow us on IG. And, Will, come on. Anytime you want to jump on in here.
Chris and Brad, you fired.
They're
it's
never
me and Kamille
fired.
show now. Y'all done. It's over.
Never. No,
he did this without y'all. He's done. He's fired.
Never.
Him and Bonnie are done. They're fired. Both of them.
What does Bonnie have to do with this?
Because she a part of the show, and Brad, you fired too. You and your Escalade that you're driving in right now.
Leave them alone.
He driving in the Escalade. That's why he ain't come to work today.
I don't have anything to do
Piece
with
of
that.
shit. And Chris, you driving in Atlanta, picking up trucks. You couldn't come do the show.
He busy. Nigga gotta make money.
Brad ain't busy.
Well, I don't have nothing to do with Brad.
He in the Escalade right now, smoking
Chris.
Cigarettes. Oh. All right, we gotta go.
All right.
We out here.
Follow us.